Former NCAA athlete Riley Gaines and West Virginia Attorney General Patrick Morrisey discussed their fight to protect fairness in women's sports. The tide may be turning in favor of protecting female athletes against playing biological males in women's sports, according to some activists. The Our Bodies Our Sports Coalition hosted an X Spaces event on Thursday which featured several speakers demanding the NCAA ban transgender athletes from competing in women's sports. According to the press release, over the past week, the NCAA Board of Governors, which is meeting Thursday, has received personalized letters from over 7,000 female NCAA athletes urging the organization to repeal discriminatory policies that allow male bodies to roster on women's collegiate teams and take playing time, opportunities to compete, and scholarships from female athletes. Speakers ranged from college athletes forced to play against biological males to notable sports stars, such as former professional tennis player Martina Navratilova and former NCAA swimmer Riley Gaines. Throughout the event, women like Peyton McNabb and Maddie Sanderboss shared their difficult and harmful experiences competing with transgender athletes. Though noting that some of the stories were depressing, Navratilova took heart knowing that people are getting more aware of what's going on. Megan Rapinoe, others urge NCAA to not ban trans athletes from women's sports. It became much more emotional because you see the person, the woman that was affected by this. And I think the more athletes we have, especially the ones that have been affected personally by this, they speak out. The ones that got hurt, the ones that lost the sport, the ones that lost a podium spot. The more they make it personal and speak out, the more people become aware, and the tide will turn even stronger, Navratilova told Fox News Digital. She added, because when you speak about a whole group of people, it can be just the thing. But when you make it personal, it becomes much more gut-wrenching and visceral, and people get emotional and passionate and get involved. And I think we need to just keep putting the pressure on and keep speaking out. Gaines, an Outkick contributor, agreed that sometimes it takes the severity and the likelihood of stories like McNabb's, who suffered long-term physical injuries, to understand the need to protect girls and women's sports. However, she remained optimistic that more people are waking up to the issue. I do believe we're at a precipice. I do think, not just with the gender ideology movement, but really a lot of these cultural issues we're seeing, people are waking up, whether that's parents, whether that's coaches, whether that's elected officials, whether that's Democrats, Republicans. None of that stuff even really matters anymore, Gaines said. She noted, but I think people have to be impacted for them to find it worthwhile and necessary to take a stand. Even I did.